Hello.
Hello.
It's us again. Welcome back to another week at the Starlight Stitchery. Sorry, it's the end of a day, and we just had a really great stitch-up day.
Yeah, we had
so
lots of people
in, lots of chatting. It was a lot of fun. Did a lot of stitching, shockingly enough, considering the amount of chatting that we were doing.
Oh, sorry about this glare. There are cars parked outside of our shop that are kind of reflecting onto our faces. And necks, in my case.
Yep.
But
yeah, it's
ignore that.
afternoon. It always happens. So, Collective Stitches started. We were talking about it last week, and now it's, we've got the free charts in shop. So if you come to buy something, you can grab a chart. Here is the finally finished piece. Oops, let me get that off of that glare.
It's good.
So yeah, it's from Tiny Modernist. It's super cute. It's a nice, quick little springy stitch. Finished it up with just some craft paper in the back, and I really like this hoop, but it came from Hobby Lobby, and it's not a place that we can order these hoops from. So we're hoping to kit these up, or just kit up all the materials to make these, but we're probably not going to have this hoop in particular. Yeah, we're doing that. We're doing the stitch party that I think we mentioned last week on the 22nd, which is a Saturday. So if you are around Oregon or are visiting Oregon or anything like that, come by and join us. We're gonna do some door prizes and have some cake maybe, or
because it's like our birthday.
Yeah,
technically it's what, the
28th
is when we officially took over,
but we're doing it on the 22nd because we feel like it. But yeah, so it'll be a year since we took over the shop. We'll do that. Gonna have a FaceTime chat at some point during the day with Cheryl from the Tiny Modernist. Talk about her pattern. You can do a Q&A with her. I don't know, we may have like a cheese board or something. It'll be really fancy. Yeah. We'll have drinks and stuff like that, and then may have like a secret sale happening at the time, and you get to find out what it is closer to the time that the party's actually happening. So yeah, if you're local, come see us.
Or find out if any stitching shops near you have a collective stitch thing, because
if you look on collectivestitch.com, they have a list of all the participating shops. And
basically, the more patterns you get, the more entries you get.
Yeah, to win their grand prizes, which I think they're giving away 3 subscriptions to Just Cross Stitch magazine, and then a few sets of Sulky's Petite Cottons. And we have one set of the Petite Cottons to use as a giveaway gift here in the shop. So yeah, if you come to the party, that'll be one of our door prizes. Plus, there's some other stuff that we'll throw in there too. Yeah, so what should we talk about next?
We've got some new stuff. I forgot to mention this when we got it in, but we have the new 2019 Prairie Schooler Santa. We will get more. This is our last one at the moment.
But yeah, you can order them, and we can reorder them too as soon as we run out or before.
We've got some on order with our distributor right now.
Yeah.
We also just got in this week the new Lindy Stitches, what's the name of this one? A Stitch for Sweet Freedom, which is, oops, sorry about that glare. It's a little patriotic one that you can stitch up with a person of color on it, which is cool.
Yeah, I really like that.
There's kind of a lack of that in stitching, so it's really nice to have more of those available.
Yep. And we also got some new Tiny Modernist in. First is the Phoenix Biscornu, which is from the Biscornu collection this year, which is super cool. I love phoenixes. And then there's Adventure Awaits, which, oh my god, I love this pattern so much. Just the camping theme and the mountains and all kinds of stuff. Like, yes, I love it. It's like, if it's not Halloween, I'm like, yes, give me camping things. And then she has another one of her sign collection. She had Halloween signs and Christmas signs, which we do have here.
Signs?
Yes, there were also
we have
Easter signs. I forgot about those. But these are the summer signs. So as you can see, let me scoot in a bit here. They're cute. So yeah, these should be up on the website by the time this video goes up, because we literally just got them this afternoon. And we were like, gee, what are we going to show on the video? And then the postman comes in and drops off an order. It's like, yay!
And we'll also have the kits for that collective stitch pattern on pre-order very soon.
Yeah, we'll post about it on our Facebook and to the mailing list and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So you'll be able to either order a 14 count
white
Ada or a 28 count Lugana in white with the DMC that it calls for.
And we're hoping...
And we'll see about the hoop situation. If we can find one that we could, like a wooden one that we could maybe paint
or dye or something.
Yeah,
we're gonna experiment this weekend and see.
Because for some reason we can't just find that green hoop from our usual distributors.
Yeah, I know.
But
it's like you can get a hoop, but it could be one of like 5 different colors. Probably none of them are the one that you want.
Yeah,
but,
although that one would kind of match because there's some pinks and stuff like that, so it might go well with like a yellow.
Yeah,
or a purple
I think a
or
yellow
something
would
like
be
that.
okay with
but
it.
We like the green. We just want the
green.
green.
It's very springy. Yeah, so we'll have those up on the website. We'll also announce that on Facebook and on mailing list and stuff.
Yeah, most of our news will go through our social media, so follow us on one of those platforms and you'll see it.
Yeah.
Or follow our email
show
list.
off my pin. I'm not going to put my chest right in this camera, so I'm just going to take the pin off. It is from... Come on. Focus.
Hold your hand behind it.
Focus.
There you go.
Still slightly blurry.
But
it says just one more stitch. This is from the Clever Clove. She has a pin shop, and she also sells some needle minders, one of which I'll show you in just a minute whenever I show the whips. But yeah, she's doing... I don't know if her sale's still going on or not. We'll have to double check. But we'll put a link to her shop down in the bottom. She has really, really cute pins and needle minders. And we also discovered that she's in Portland.
Yeah, so she's local to us.
Not very far away. I need to actually send her a message and be like, hey, I have a cross-stitch shop down in Corvallis. And I was the one who emailed you about needle minders and didn't realize you had them on your site already.
I forgot you're Fueled by Tea.
But yeah, and there's another pin that says Fueled by Tea. That's like a little teacup because I am fueled by tea.
And if
right
you
now.
followed us on social media, you'll saw that you've seen that one of our customers sent us some tea.
Yes.
Which was super nice.
Thank you, Mrs. N.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it. It's a delicious tea.
Yeah, it was a
Make
nice
a big
like floral
pitcher
tea,
of,
which we're going to try to make
iced
some iced
tea.
tea out of.
Yeah.
And some green tea with spearmint in it. So
Yeah.
we might have to
We can
make some
some
iced
green
tea.
tea or some iced tea this weekend because it's supposed to get hot next week here in Corvallis. It's going to be like 80 tomorrow. And then it's going to get into the 90s.
80's
and,
too
like,
hot
the
for
upper
me.
90s. Well, our house doesn't have air conditioning because it's the Pacific Northwest. In the 60s, you didn't need air conditioning in the Pacific Northwest. Well, now you do. And yeah, I keep trying to talk my husband into getting
Luckily,
an
the
AC
shop
unit,
has air
but
conditioning.
The shop does.
It's one of those window unit things, but it works.
It works. It cools it off.
For now.
So I'm gonna be like
knocking on the table.
If it
here.
gets really hot at the house, I'm like, I'm just gonna come up to the shop with my daughter, and we'll just have to, I don't know, pen her in somewhere so she doesn't pull all the skeins of floss out.
She
of
likes
the
to go
drawers.
through all the drawers behind us and take them out and then give them to us.
Yep.
But not put them back. Or she'll put them back wrong.
Occasionally, she'll go through and then pop the little labels off of
Off like the DMC.
the DMCs. So these
She
little
can't reach the
labels.
other ones.
I'm like, no, I don't have to try to get it back on there. But yeah, she just gets bored after a while. Like she'll
She's
be
2.5.
coloring for a while and then she'll get bored. Yeah, she turns 3 in September, so she's like, I've reached my limit of coloring here, Mom. I'm gonna start tearing things apart.
So whips.
Whoops.
I'm working on. I finished those other ones, and I'm working on trying to actually fully finish them before I put them on the wall, so I don't have them with me. I said I was going to put them in the video last week, and I didn't. So
Shame.
oh well. Right now, I brought the Tiny Modernist Seattle thing to work on because one of our friends did the Portland one. And so I want to do Portland, Seattle, and Vancouver and then put them on a piece together to hang up in the shop because those are the nearest Pacific Northwest cities over here. So they're all kind of like a straight shot, basically.
Yep.
Like Portland, and then Seattle, and then drive a little further up into Canada.
Yep. Mine, I finished that Tiny Modernist one, so I have been still working on my Halloweeny stitches, and I pulled out my is it Carriage House samplings?
I think
that
so.
Did the Witchboard.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it
I
is.
feel like I always say it wrong, but I think it's Carriage House samplings. But I wanted to do a quick
Or it's
model for
Cottage
the
Garden.
Cottage Garden.
Or something.
I think it's Cottage Garden.
It's
It
one
is.
of those.
It's Cottage Garden. I don't... They just sound similar in my brain's like, I don't know, it's one of those two. But I decided I wanted to do an embroidery sample for the shop so people can see what they look like when they're actually stitched. And this is from Studio MME.
Which is based out of Vancouver, Washington.
Yeah,
so it's another
she's-
local stitcher.
She's a local stitcher. So far I have only done the yellow and a couple of musical notes, but I've been roaring through this one pretty fast, which is something I enjoy. I like that embroidery seems to go a little faster for me for the most part, and so it's nice to be able to do something and finish it in a reasonable amount of time, as opposed to my cross stitch where I'm like 3 years later.
Oh, and this is the other needle minder that we were talking about from Clever Clove.
Yeah.
Which is a little...
Let's see if it'll focus.
There it goes. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's a little mountain scene.
Yep, and she's got a couple more in stock right now, and I know there's some that are out of stock on there, but hopefully we'll get them back in soon.
Didn't she recently have a baby, too?
She did.
So,
she has,
a little behind, because, tiny child.
It happens. I totally understand. But yeah, I really like her artwork. It's super cute.
Oh, we also have a sale event that we're doing with Michelle Garrett, Bendy Stitchy Michelle. Next Friday, which will be this Friday because this comes out on Monday, Friday the 14th at, I believe, 2 p.m. She's going to be posting some stuff that will be for sale, and then you just get in contact with us. It'd probably be easier to get in touch with us via email or via Facebook
Messenger.
Just because we only have the one phone line and it could get messed up. So you can always email us or contact us through there, and we can either send you an invoice or we can get in touch with you and then take your information over the phone, because we can run cards over the phone.
She's going to do it, I think, on Instagram Live.
I believe so.
And so you can watch and
She just made a
and...
video about it, so we will link the link her video in the description, where she talks about it.
I just bumped the table again. Sorry. Like, my knee wasn't comfortable.
So yeah, it's basically just because there's a lot of old stock from the previous shop, and we'd like to just move it just to make some space, and so...
Yeah, it's, like, we've been working on getting the old stock onto our website, but there's just a lot of it, and so it's just a matter of, like, there are not enough hours in the day to enter.
I only have 2 hands.
Yeah. And, so yeah. We're going to put some of that stuff on there, see if we can move it. You might be able to find some older, rare things that you can't find anywhere else, because we've got all sorts of interesting stuff hiding back there.
Yeah, I have just added basically everything that's over here that's on the wall. I've already added to our website. So we've got stuff from, like, Imaginating. We have, like, Waxing Moon Design, Poppy Creations.
Homespun.
Homespun, a lot of homespun. A lot of Cricut collection.
Cross-eyed Cricut stuff.
Elizabeth Needlework Designs. We've got some Casey Buonagorio ones, but not too many. We've only gotten a handful of those. Those are on the website.
Yeah. So if you're looking for, like, her apple pie samplers, I don't know if we have the apple pie one, but I know we have some of the food samplers.
I think we've got
stock.
the apple pie one, and then
there was a key
apple
lime
pie's
or
right there.
something. Oh yeah,
I think we sold key lime. I think we've got another one left. We sold her 2 frog ones that we had.
Oh, we did? Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
I believe Marilyn bought those.
Thanks, Marilyn.
But yeah, so we've got some stuff that's been... I haven't been able to find through our distributors or find a website for them that works anymore, so it's very likely that it's not in print anymore. Or I can find some, like, entry for it on an Amazon third-party seller page. So.
Yeah.
So yeah, just poke around. We have a separate section for our out-of-print stuff. So you look through there, and it should come up with, like, the most recent things we've added on there. I believe I set that up correctly. So you can always see what's being added to it.
Yeah. Yep, so we're still working on that, so be sure to watch Bendy Stitchy's Instagram on Friday, and we'll make a post about it on our own Instagram, too. Then, what else? Do we have anything else to announce? I don't think so. I think we already got all the big announcements out of the way.
Yeah, I think that's it.
I'm just hoping I can get some more stitching time this weekend so I can finish off the Studio MME piece and then work on some of my cross stitch.
Yeah,
It's hard when Autumn's like, my daughter's like, she wants to help. I'm like, I don't know, this is kind of a sharp needle. I don't think you can help with this one. Let's get your stitch cards. And then she gets bored with that, and it's just all over. So, yep.
The 23rd, we're supposed to be going to the Portland Geek Craft Expo. We're not going to be showing things there or anything like that. We're just going to go for fun.
Hopefully buy stuff, maybe.
Yeah. It's basically just a thing for, local or, within driving distance, I guess. I don't know if they're all local specifically, but people who make, like, nerdy themed stuff, or, like, I think last time we went there I bought some, like, perfume oils. So it's, like,
that
body stuff.
Perfume designer was in Seattle, I think.
Yeah. So it's like people making crocheted stuff or making jewelry
art
or
prints. You can get a lot of
art prints. there's a lot of like gaming stuff for like tabletop gaming, pins and all that kind of stuff.
I'm hoping Bee's Knees Industries will be there. She does really cute pins and stuff like that, but she also does embroidery patterns, and I've been meaning to get in touch with her to see if we can carry some in shop here.
Yeah.
Because she does like constellation cats and all kinds of... She's really cute. We'll put a link to her website.
Your friend was also at, or like a friend of a friend, or the one
No,
who
that
made
was
the
Rose
earrings?
City.
Oh, was it Rose City?
That was
Okay,
Rose City,
never mind.
the
Rose City's
Comic-Con.
Comic-Con for us.
Yeah, it was somebody that's friends with a friend of mine who was there selling her like laser cut wood jewelry.
I bought some.
So,
It's
yeah.
the Rebel Starbird from Star Wars.
Yeah, I have a necklace that's... I think I was wearing it in last week's video too, but yeah, the Geek Craft Expo is always nice. It's free.
Yeah, it's
too,
free.
So
You don't
if
pay to
you're-
get
If
in.
you're around Portland, it's a cool thing to go to if you're kind of nerdy and want to.
It's at the
get
same
some stuff.
location, I think.
Yeah, it's at the Oregon Convention Center downtown, right on the river.
Parking's not fun, but parking's never
No.
fun in Portland, so...
Yeah, Portland's just a nightmare for driving in general. But and I say that coming from Dallas, which is like under perpetual highway construction.
Well, that's the joke about Ohio. Like, there's, however many 6 seasons, spring, winter, fall, and then construction.
Yeah,
like, winter construction,
construction.
spring construction.
Yeah, no, Dallas, it's just like, well, we haven't worked on 635 in 6 months. Let's shut it all down and build some more lanes or something.
Didn't your
like
dad
that.
work for the...
My dad does work for paving companies.
Yeah.
So I don't think he's doing highways or anything right now, though. He's doing like neighborhood or something. I can't remember. But yeah, Dallas traffic is terrible, but at least there are more highways and more space. Portland is so there's a lot of people crammed into a smaller area, and the highways are just small and narrow, and there's not enough room to expand them. So it's like, okay, I guess
If you could avoid it during peak traffic, please avoid Portland during peak hours, like morning rush and then like afternoon, because...
Starting at like 2.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, anywho, we'll be doing that next week. We were kind of talking about going to a Renaissance fair tomorrow, but it's
gonna be 80. I don't want to
80,
go
and
when it's that hot.
Know. Like, 80 is not that hot, but at the same time, I just really don't want to be outdoors in it, and we'll see. We're also planning on shuffling some stuff around in the shop this weekend and see if we can, like, free up some space for the class. I mean, not the class, the party that we're doing on the 22nd, so...
We want to make it look nice for the people.
Yeah.
And for ourselves, because we've been looking at it for a year. We're just like...
We need a change. We need a little bit of a change in just where furniture is located.
Yeah.
And, we need more places to sit, too.
Yeah,
that's
because, like,
becoming a
today,
problem.
like, we were just, like, crammed into each other because there's just no room in here.
Yeah, we don't have a very large table for stitch-ins and stuff,
yeah.
so we're looking to get some bigger
If you want to buy
space.
this table, it comes with 2 chairs.
Yep. It's a very nice oak table.
Yeah, it's a very nice
Antique.
table. It's just too small for what we need it for right now.
Yep.
So, and it's not a good or shape for what we're doing in here. We need like a narrower.
Yeah, like a
kind of
it's a
situation.
round table, so we're looking for rectangular.
It's fine
or
if there's
something.
just like 2 people in here. But
Yeah. But when you get a stitch in and there's 6 or 7 of us,
we're complaining
crammed
about being
around
popular,
here.
which is really like,
Yeah.
It's only because of the space issues.
Yeah,
we're not
honestly.
complaining that there's people in here. We like that there's people in here.
Yep. But yeah, so that's about it for us this week.
If you're looking for something to watch this weekend, watch Always Be My Maybe on Netflix. It's great.
It is really funny.
You will cry, and it's also funny.
Yep, it was really great. I really enjoyed that one. And as surprise,
It has surprise Keanu Reeves.
Surprise Keanu Reeves in it.
Which is not really a surprise because it's in the trailer, but it's funnier when you actually watch it.
Yeah. Yep. So that one's great. I need to watch Good Omens too. That's on.
Yeah, that looks really
Amazon
good. I
Prime.
love that book.
I love the book.
I had a
by
cat
Terry
named
Pratchett.
Crowley, so-
Yeah, by Terry Pratchett and Neil Gaiman, and it's one of my favorite books.
Plus, it has Michael Sheen and David Tennant as Aziraphale and Crowley. So
yeah. The cast.
that's
is great.
amazing.
The cast looks like it's going to be really
Yeah.
good. And from all the friends that I have that have watched it already, they say that it's really great. A really good adaptation.
Yeah,
So
I've
we were all
seen-
kind of afraid, like, oh, is this going to be good? It's such a book that's, like, close to a lot of people's hearts
Yeah.
and stuff. But apparently it's good, so maybe I'll watch it this weekend.
Yeah.
I'll have to see. I
think
get
there
my
was something
daughter to
else.
go to sleep at a reasonable hour.
There's...
I don't know.
I can't remember. I watch
I
a
don't
lot
know.
of stuff when I'm stitching, so...
Yeah. I don't because my 2-year-old
Well, I
doesn't
watch.
need
It
to
means
watch
I'm...
stuff.
It's something I've already watched before and just have it on the background, or it's like YouTube. stuff.
Yeah, I watch Stranger Things when I'm stitching. Like, I started to rewatch The Haunting of Hill House on Netflix while I was stitching
That's
the
a good
other
one.
night, which is a really good one. But it's been long enough that since I've seen it that I'm like, no, I want to watch this instead of stitching while it's in the background. So I just put Stranger Things back on. So that's always a classic, fun stitching in the background kind of show.
I occasionally will rewatch first season of Poldark because it's before things get, kind of sad and making me want to punch Ross a lot. Because
Yeah. Oh,
he's
Ross,
a
you
beautiful,
big-
stupid man.
Yep. And there's always North and South.
Oh, North and South is good. That's on Netflix too.
Yeah, it's one with
Or you
Richard
can get it from your
Armitage.
library, because I guarantee you, if your library carries DVDs, they will probably have it, because it's a literary adaptation and it's great.
Yep, it's like a BBC thing from 2004, if I'm remembering
Yeah.
right. And it's an adaptation of what's the author's name?
Elizabeth Gaskell.
Elizabeth Gaskell.
Or Gaskell. I'm not sure how her name's
Never heard
pronounced.
it said out loud. But yeah, so that one's great. Richard Armitage is in it. He's very dreamy.
He's beautiful.
He's a lovely man. Yeah, so
If you like Pride and Prejudice, you'll like that. It's very similar in like the
it's a little more serious.
yeah, it's more serious.
Than Pride and Prejudice,
it deals
but
more with like
it's-
class issues.
Yeah.
And like
Social
unions.
unrest and stuff like that. Yeah, it's
Which is
the
cool.
Unionization of
Yeah.
cotton mills in northern England.
Yeah.
Which sounds thrilling, let me tell you. But it's actually a really
Yeah.
great show. I mean, it's like a 4-hour
It's a miniseries, yeah.
kind of thing. So that one's a really good watch. So.
Also watched And Then There Were None, the BBC adaptation from
2014 or
it's a
2015?
recent one with like it's got, speak if you like Poldark, it's got Aidan Turner in it.
Aidan Turner and Sam Neill is
Sam
in
Neill.
it, and Charles Dance and
Miranda Richardson.
Who's always a delight, but it's so
She's-
creepy in this
She's
one. I
always
was just
like evil
ooh.
and like really great in like half the things I watch her in.
Yeah.
I
forgot who else is in it. Douglas
Douglas Booth.
Booth.
What's his face? Maggie Smith's son.
Toby Stevens.
He's on that new Lost in Space
Yeah,
adaptation
that
that's
was
on
on
Netflix, too.
Yeah, Toby Stevens is in it. What's his face from Torchwood?
Oh, Bern
Gorman.
Gorman.
And then I cannot for the life of me remember the lead, the actress that plays Vera. I cannot remember her
I
name.
can't remember her name, but I know she was in an episode of Miss Fisher. Hi, I watch a lot of period stuff.
Yeah. Period stuff, British
Also watch
stuff,
Miss Fisher if you
Australian
have it,
stuff.
because
Yeah,
Miss
Fisher
Fisher
is
is
a delight.
delightful. It's
like
funny.
1920s, roaring 20s mystery solving lady.
Yeah.
She doesn't care about your socially acceptable behaviors. It's
It's
really
a lot of
great.
fun. The books, I haven't read all the books. I've only read like the first one or something like that, but it's also based off a book series.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay, now we've
Yeah,
recommended
we're
a whole bunch of stuff
now
for
that
you to
we've done
watch.
talking about TV and stuff.
Yep. We
yeah.
will wrap this up.
Mhm.
And we'll see you next week.
Bye.